We believe that there has been no short of campaigns regarding plastic use, seeking to inform the general public of the harm resulting of their overuse, throwing many interesting statistics out there. But the fact of the matter is, they are in the longer term, probably not that effective. It's like forcing students to memorize the dates of significant history events that makes the subject of history itself long, strenuous, and stressful. And I think you'll be able to relate with me here when I say that you probably don't remember those dates after all this time. Our goal seeks to make the concept of solving this problem of plastic pollution and other associated environmental issues like climate change something interesting, a seemingly impossible problem to solve. But we have no shortage of young minds that are infinitely capable. It should be mind-boggling, something that should stick at the back of your mind all day. How do we solve this? Why is it so hard? The entire world is working on this. So why hasn't anyone come up with an effective solution yet to yield observable results? Is it politics? Economics? What is it? When you ask questions, you get answers. I digress. Let me summarize. You can make someone take an action when you tell them Jordan will become completely inhabitable in 50 years. Then telling them, stop driving your cars now, you're causing pollution. It's dystopian facts that make for concern when people's personal lifestyles are affected. We want to come up with answers, a blueprint to build the cannon that will blast away this issue that faces humanity. That is the goal of our Eco Club, and that is our ambition. Today's event is our first start at attempting this, and I'm very glad to say that the interest I have seen in my classmates in recent days have even surprised me. I truly believe that my generation is capable, and I want to ensure that they are more equipped than ever. With that being said, I open the Eco Club's Tide Turners Plastic Challenge event. See, plastic is a staggering problem. It's unsustainable. It does not biodegrade. Burning it contributes to environmental issues. Throwing it in the seas results in killing marine life. Throwing it on land causes plastic growth inhibition. It's truly a curse we are here to lift. I welcome the honored guests, the principal, the vice principal, headmaster, and the rest of our supportive administration. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm Muhammad Mujahidul Islam from grade 12B, and I'll be conducting today's events. We'll start off with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Lord of the worlds, with the recitation of Surah Al-Fatiha.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful.
الحمد لله رب العالمين الصراط المستقيم
The especially merciful.
الحمد لله رب العالمين
All praise is due to Allah, Lord of the worlds.
Thank you for your participation. Plastic has Thank you for your participation. Plastic has engulfed the world by its durability and immortality, and is an easily available material that is currently being used in every walk of life. So why are plastic considered a problem? And what can we do to stop it? The Tide Turners Plastic Challenge is a collaboration with the UN Environment, Scouts and Clean Seas organizations that hope to achieve a cleaner and more sustainable place that we call home. It is a global youth movement to fight plastic pollution around the world. It is designed to inspire young adults to reflect upon their plastic consumption, discover solutions to reduce this consumption, and lead change in their homes, communities, institutions, and offices. I have spoken enough. Let's introduce to the program so that you can learn what we have done and what we will be doing in the future. An introduction to the challenge video will be played now. Please pay attention.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Muhammad Mujahidul Islam from grade 12B, and today I will be explaining to you the Tide Turners Plastic Challenge. Anything that sounds too good to be true probably is. Plastic is no exception. Cheap, durable, and light. Plastic has made its way into every country, every society, and every lifestyle. Yes, it makes life easier in lots of ways. Who amongst us can say that they have never used a plastic straw, plastic shopping bag, or a plastic spoon? But here's the downside. Our production and consumption of single-use and disposable plastics and our inability to manage plastic wastes sustainably has led us to a massive pollution problem. Marine litter and microplastics are flooding our oceans and is hurting the marine ecosystems and human health on an unprecedented scale. But the solution does not lie at the sea. It lies on the land with us, the ones who started this problem. From cutting back on our use of single-use disposable plastic to recycling more effectively to finding sustainable alternatives to plastic, solutions to plastic pollution are within our grasp. In this leadership challenge, we are going to learn what those solutions are and how we can be a part of them. But that is also just the beginning. Then we will lay out a plan for how we can inspire others to join in the fight against the plastic pollution. The final set will be a set of challenges that we hope will unleash a new movement for action that will seek to reduce plastic wastes where it matters the most. Now let's start. So you want to do something about plastic pollution, or you have been hearing a lot about it and you're curious. Completing this challenge is a great place to start. In fact, by the time you complete this challenge, you will be able to Understand how plastic pollution is threatening life in oceans, other water bodies, and on land. Understand how the global community is tackling this issue. Understand and act to reduce your personal use of single-use or disposable plastics. Inspire your friends, family, school, and community to refuse, reduce, reuse, and recycle single-use or disposable plastics. So what is available for us in the challenge? The challenges are grouped into three levels: the entry level, the leader level, and the champion level. Each level has background information in between that will help us learn about more specific issues that is related to the single-use disposable plastics, plastic waste, and plastic pollution. The level 1 will give you a head start and does not carry a score. Scoring enough points in level 2 will entitle you to the move to the level 3 of the challenge, the entry level. These activities will get you thinking about how you can reduce your single-use or disposable plastics in your daily life and start getting others to do the same. Activity 1. Check your plastic footprint. Take small steps to reduce usage of single-use plastics by first assessing where you stand. Activity 2. Learn through fun. You will learn something new about the ocean and how the plastics are destroying them. Activity 3. Understand the scoop on plastic. Activity 3. Understand the scoop of plastic. We're going to use a fun way to learn more about the plastic problem. Activity 4. Take the first step to be a plastic warrior. We're going to take a pledge to reduce our plastic footprint. The leaders level. This level is a bit harder, but the impact will be bigger too. For these challenges, we will team up with others and start making some noise at school and in your community. We need to get a score of 50 or higher to be ready for the champion level. Activity 1. Organize a virtual talk on the issue. We're going to prepare a presentation of ourselves using the information in the toolkit and organize a talk for a group of 20 or more students. We're going to introduce the Young Leaders Plastic Challenge at the end of the talk and describe our journey thus far. If the virtual talk has been attended by 20 or more people, we get 5 points. The virtual talk attended by 50 or more people gets us 10 points. And the testimonial for the virtual talk gains us 10 points. Activity 2. Explore and share. We're going to work with a group of you for this one. Everyone will research one item that most people don't realize contains the plastic. We're going to set up an exhibition with our collected items in a prominent space, along with information about why it matters. Organizing an exhibition gets us 5 points. Exhibition highlights at least 5 or more exhibits gets 10 points. This video testimonial for the exhibition gets us 10 points. Activity 3. Tag the litter. We're going to spend 1 week picking up plastic we find in our neighborhood or community. We're going to encourage our friends and family to join us, and we're going to download the Literati app on our smartphone before starting the activity. We're going to be responsible and dispose of the litter that we pick up during the activity. Photograph of picking up the plastic gains us 5 points, and getting a group to join us in the community cleanup gets us 10 points. Sending the collected litter for recycling gets us 10 points. Activity 4. Take the plastic resolution. We're going to identify and make a group of 5 friends and discuss how each of us can take action to reduce our plastic habits. We'll come up with 3 things that we can collectively do to make a difference. We will monitor each other's habit through WhatsApp or similar app by sharing updates every evening for at least 20 days. Engaging 5 or more people in this activity can get us 5 points. Cutting down on using 3 or more products gets us 10 points. And replacing the product with a sustainable alternative gets us 10 points. The champion level. This level is for those who wants to be champions on the plastic. We will have such success at the leader level that we are ready to scale up our efforts to either an organization, community, city, or a national level to make an even greater impact. We need to get a score of 60 or higher to be a champion. Activity 1. Plastic Waste Management Wall. We should create a plastic segregation and collection scheme at our school, college, or in our community. And we're going to organize a session on waste segregation for youth members and initiate waste segregation. With our support of school head or local municipality, we're going to establish a system for waste collection by the recycler. Organizing a virtual talk on waste segregation gets us 10 points. A letter of confirmation from the recycler gets us 10 points. An establishment of the environment committee for the continuation of waste management gets us 10 points. Activity 2. Plastic persuasion. We're going to select 2 or 3 vendors, shops, or restaurants that we like and regularly visit. And we are going to ask them to reconsider the plastic that they use for selling products on their premises. We're going to carry out awareness activities to influence the customers to carry their own bags. We're going to create bags using old newspapers or old clothes and provide it to the shop/vendor. We're going to create our own bags using old newspapers or old clothes and provide it to the shops till the customers start getting their own bags for shopping. Photograph of the paper bag making gets us 5 points. Photograph of the stock of bags created gets us 5 points. The video testimonial from a consumer carrying his own bag gets us 10 points. The video testimonial from the shopkeeper who stopped providing bag to customers gets us 10 points. Activity 3. Create movement of change. We identify one location that is near us that has a major plastic waste problem. It can be a 100-meter stretch of road near our community. We will commit a cleanup drive at the exact same location for 1 month. We're going to get the local shopkeepers in the area to involve in the drive and to persuade them to keep the area clean. Organizing one cleanup gets us 5 points. Organizing one cleanup gets us 15 points. The photograph of the cleanup gets us 15 points. Activity 4. Take it to the head of your school with an innovative idea, solution to plastic problem in the school. With our friends, we will identify a key issue that we think that our head of our school would consider taking action to resolve. Then we will raise this directly with them, pointing out the consequences and support for action on this issue. Attaching the letter sent to the principal gets us 15 points, and attaching a copy of the response received from the principal gets us 15 points. And last but not least, the activity 5. Check your plastic footprint. We will reassess what difference did we bring in our lives and what contribution we made by taking the audit again. And that's it. We have completed the champion level activity. Thank you for watching.
Now that our introduction is done, let me introduce to you the participants that have dedicated their hard work in this challenge.
Hi, my name is Ifat Lin from Grade 12D. I'm a member of the Eco Club for 3.5 years in running. Since our inception in 2002, we have participated in countless exhibition, activities, events, and workshops, and in doing so, we have won various accolades. But more importantly, we have worked tirelessly and continuously to make our community more sustainable. Let me give you a short rundown of what we do, how we do it, and why we do it. Let's start with the basics. We have 5 branches, tackling 5 different issues around our community. We have the air audit team, the water audit team, the energy audit team, the land audit team, and the waste audit team. We sit together and work closely with all these groups and take their suggestions on how to improve their various sectors. The members of these teams come together and brainstorm their ideas on how to make our school and our surroundings even more sustainable. For example, The energy audit team has come up with suggestion to change all the light bulbs in our school to LEDs. And the water audit team has recently come up with a suggestion to add a solar irrigation system for water to be used in our bathrooms and our wudu areas, which was implemented and is currently going on. As I said before, we have 22 years of experience, and at the moment we have 120 members in our club. But we do understand that no matter how many members we have in our club, there's only so much we can do. So what we're trying to do now is we're spreading the word. So what we're doing is we're talking to the people in our community, our parents, and we're also teaching the eco clubs of 5 different schools, notably the Philippine School, Rawafid School, and Al Abrud School, on how to make their school and their surroundings more sustainable. Now let's come to why I do this. Why am I a part of the eco club? For me, it's a very personal thing. I'm from Bangladesh. My ancestral home is currently in the Bay of Bengal due to rising sea levels, and to this day, hundreds of thousands of people, including children, are being forced to evacuate from their homes due to rising sea levels in the Bay of Bengal. I've seen firsthand the sea engulfing entire homes, half of villages, just like that, in seconds, in moments. I've seen people just jumping into the sea, and I've seen people running out of their homes to save their lives. And not only that, rising sea levels, disasters, this is just part of the equation. Climate change will affect every single aspect of our lives, from rising food prices to heat waves. And we are the ones, our generation are the ones who are going to face this. I do not want that. I want to go out and enjoy the weather. I do not want to hide from a tsunami or see my homes being taken away by the sea. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Muhammad Mujahidul Islam, and I have been working in the Eco Club for the past 4 or 5 years in my school. At this period of time, I have been working with the community people on numerous occasions. We have been doing some community outreach programs, and we have been training the students inside the school and outside the school. We have been working with the parents. We have also been working with the local community to become aware and understand the environment. And then we have taken some extra steps. For example, we have set up many projects in our school. We have the solar micro irrigation system that is basically working on the solar panels. We are also storing used tap water in a large tank that is later used on in irrigation. So in this way, me and my classmates have contributed a lot for the protection of the environment.
Hi everyone, my name is Hadi Abdullah and I've been working with the Eco Club at Islamic English School for the past 4 years. I started my work with the water audit, overseeing the usage of water at different locations of school, but mainly the wudu area, where the most water was consumed throughout the day. We have since tried to come up with innovative ideas to reduce the water usage and even better to reuse it in places such as the watering of plants and with the whole process being powered by solar panels. We have also conducted surveys on the usage of water in areas such as laboratories. We have also worked to promote awareness among children on the importance of water through presentations and interactive challenges. Recently, I've started working with the land audit too and actively taking part in and promoted activities such as the cleaning of the school ground after breaks. We have once again conducted surveys on the use of plastic bottles in the school and encouraged students to bring reusable bottles and minimize the use of plastic. We have also actively taken part in many different challenges and competitions throughout the UAE, promoting using renewable products. We have also worked on powering the school libraries using solar panels, and now all the fans, light bulbs in the school library are powered by solar panels. Now, taking another step in my journey, I have decided to join the Tide Turners Plastic Challenge to understand more about the harm caused by plastic and then finally pass on my knowledge to family, friends, and the community as a whole. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ayman Ahmed. I'm from Islamic English School and a proud member of the Eco Club for 4 years. Since I was a child, my biggest interest was nature. in which I used to read natural history books and watch a lot of wildlife documentaries. As I grew up, I learned more and more about the changes occurring in our environment and the different issues that our planet is facing. After that, I hurried to obtain more knowledge regarding solving these problems and protecting nature. Therefore, by taking part in the Sustainability Ambassadors Program, I'll be taking steps towards contributing in making the world a better place. And so I'm looking forward and very excited to cooperate with other people because I know that together we can accomplish great goals. And thank you for listening.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdullah Anil of grade 12B of Islamic English School. I'm the Deputy Secretary of your club. Our school has been doing Eco Club work now for the past 10-15 years. I myself have 3 years of experience. Our school has activities such as collecting paper that is not being used and could be easily recycled. There are sections in our school where paper is collected in bins and is recycled all at once at the end of the year. I myself have collected all of the paper in my home that is not being used and have recycled it. I am looking forward to take part in the Tide Turner Plastic Challenge to discover solutions to challenges of reducing plastic and paper consumption. Thank you.
محمد الصديق من المدرسة الإسلامية الإنجليزية. أنا أقدم نفسي أعمل في النادي البيئي منذ 4 سنوات، ولقد كنت على اتصال مع أفراد المجتمع، وقد قدمت بعض البرامج التوعوية والمجتمع للنادي البيئي. قمنا بتدريب الطلاب داخل وخارج المدرسة، وعملنا بالمجتمع المحلي هنا، ونحاول في الواقع أن نجعل الناس يفهمون ويدركون البيئة. ثم أخذنا بعض الأنشطة الإضافية. على سبيل المثال، قمنا ببعض المشاريع في مدرستنا. لدينا نظام الري الشمسي الصغير الذي يعمل بشكل أساسي على الألواح الشمسية، نقوم بتخزين مياه منطقة الوضوء. لنتحدث عن قليل من الأساليب البيئية. التأثيرات المحلية مثل الضوضاء وتلوث المياه والتدمير والبيئة. جودة الهواء المحلي بالإضافة إلى تأثيرات أوسع مثل تجزؤ الموطن وتراجع النظام البيئي وتغير المناخ مع انبعاثات المركبات على سبيل المثال، هناك 5 عمليات تدقيق: تدقيق الهواء، تدقيق الطاقة، تدقيق النفايات، تدقيق الأرض، وتدقيق المياه. هناك نوعان من المياه: مياه جوفية ومياه سطحية. لذلك ليس لدينا الكثير من الأراضي حيث لا يمكننا زراعة الكثير من الأشياء، ولكن لدينا بعض البقع وبعض المناطق المنزه التي كانت تحتوي على نباتات المزارع الطبيعية. هناك كنا نحاول إنشاء حديقة لمساعدة مياه الوضوء، وقد نجحنا في ذلك. شكرا. مع السلامة.
Greetings, I'm Imad bin Zafar of grade 12D. I'm presenting as the coordinator of the Eco Club, and I've been active for almost, say, 3 to 4 years. Our Eco Club has been continuously participating in various types of events and have been very active for almost over a decade. We have hosted many different kinds of workshops that promote environmental activities. We utilize the unique positions of our students as conduits for awareness and agents of the community at large, and take utmost priorities into helping students understand our environment and its problems. We have come with various different ideas to intercept these problems and to improvise. For instance, we have installed solar panels in our wudu areas to generate electricity, which is being used in many sorts of places. We also monitor our water level and how much water is being used per day. Not only do we keep track of the water being used, we also keep track of our ACs, lights, and fans. We even try to maintain the plastics and waste that are being used in our school. Our school's Eco Club organized a trip to visit environmentally important sites, including polluted and degraded sites, wildlife parks, beaches, and different places. The effort and actions we, as a club and a community, take is a very essential step to making our earth green, rather greener than ever. I hope my participation in the Tide Turner's Plastic Challenge would have an impact on me and the viewers and can change the perspective of the people.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أنا يونس وسام في الصف الثاني عشر من المدرسة الإسلامية الإنجليزية، وعضو لمدة 4 سنوات في نادي البيئة وخلال هذه الفترة الطويلة شاركت في مسابقات ومعارض متعلقة في حماية البيئة والحفاظ عليها، ولقد قمت ببعض البرامج التوعوية المجتمعية للنادي البيئي، وقمنا بتدريب الطلاب داخل المدرسة وخارجها، وشاركت في مشاريع كثيرة، وسأذكر لكم واحدا من هذه المشاريع ألا وهي أننا قمنا بتجهيز نظام الري المصغر الشمسي والذي يعمل بشكل أساسي على الألواح الشمسية. ومن أهم إنجازاتي هي تقليل إهدار المياه في مدرستي من خلال تنفيذ خطة تقوم بتنظيف وتصفية المياه التي نستخدمها في الوضوء، ومن ثم سنستخدمها في سقي النباتات والزراعة في جميع أنحاء المدرسة. ونقوم بها إجراء هذه العملية باستخدام أجهزة تعمل بالطاقة الشمسية. ويسعدني أن أطلعكم بأنني سأشارك في تحدي تاي ترنر للبلاستيك الذي أتطلع فيه في تقليل استهلاك البلاستيك للدفاع عن البيئة ضد المشاكل التي تسببها المواد البلاستيكية مثل التلوث الأرضي والبحري الذي يهدد الحيوانات البحرية. وشكرا.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Umar Bashir and I'm from Islama English School, grade 12B. I have been a member of the Eco Club community in my school. Like, for example, I have participated in many Eco Club activities. For example, one of them is like saving water programs and plastic challenges. We have been encouraging the students in our school to take part in the Eco Club activities and build their interest for environmental activities as well.
Hi, I am Ali, and I have been working in the Eco Club for past 3 to 4 years. We have done many community outreach programs. For example, I have worked in the electricity audit team. We have monitored electricity flow through our school by closing off lights, projectors, and fans where necessary. We have also shut down electricity for 2 hours in our school, one day every week, to save electricity. Like this, we have helped contribute to the environment by reducing the amount of fossil fuels being used for making electricity. We have solar panels that power the lights and the fans of the library. We hope to create a fully renewable energy source of electricity to power up our entire school. And by entering Tide Turner's challenge, I am able to look forward to help create a change in the environment. Thank you.
Greetings and Assalamu alaikum. I am Muhammad Hasif Rahman of grade 11D and I have been a part of the Eco Club for the past 3 years. Ever since I have been a part of the Eco Club, I have been participating in community outreach programs which involve the participation of locals and students alike. For example, when we did a land audit by cleaning the park near our campus. We have also taken extra steps in our campus where we, for at least 2 times a week, we close the electricity in our school. So that saves a lot of electricity, which saves the environment. In this way, me, my classmates, and my seniors, all of us together have contributed a lot for the environment.
And that's it. A lot of effort has been put to the environment by our fellow classmates and our supervisor, Sir Sadiq Amin, towards the community outreach. Now that we have seen what our fellow participants have been doing, let's get going with our challenges. Our participants will either show their pre-recorded video or will be available here, talking about different topics related to plastic and how we can reduce them.
Hi, I'm Muhammad Mujahidul Islam from grade 12. Today we will Hi, I'm Muhammad Mujahidul Islam from grade 12B. Today we will be talking about land pollution and plastics. Have you ever stopped to think about how much plastic you use? For most of us, the answer is a lot. From shampoo bottles to food packages, toys and even clothing. A surprising amount of the stuff we encounter on a daily basis is either made of plastic or has some plastic component in it. So why do we end up using so much plastic? And is it all that bad? The main problem lies with single-use plastics, or things that we use just one time and then throw away. These include plastic straws, take-out containers, food wrappers, water bottles, and shopping bags. We use and toss away more single-use plastics than we need. Throughout the history, humans have produced 9 billion tons of plastic, and only just 9% of this 9 billion tons have been recycled and turned into something reusable. If only 9% of the plastic has been recycled, what happens to the rest of it? This is where things get problematic. Our waste management systems don't have what it takes to contain the plastic onslaught. The plastic we throw away goes to filth into drains, piles up on roads or on open lands, and get buried under the soil. A huge quantity of plastic also goes to trash dumps. Landfills are not much better. As it moves to landfills, lighter plastic such as polythene bags often flies off into the wind and ends up around the drains, from where it enters the rivers and ultimately the oceans. Plastic from landfills leaks toxin into the soil and water, affecting the health of the soil, plants, and soil dwellers like earthworms, performing essential ecosystem services. Chlorinated plastics can release harmful chemicals into the surrounding soil, which can then seep into groundwater or other surrounding water sources, and also the ecosystem. Additives such as phthalates and bisphenol A, also known as the BPA, leach out of plastic particles. By entering the soil, plastic finds its way back to us via the crops we eat. Plastics are non-biodegradable, which means unlike orange peels and bread crusts, bacteria cannot break down the current generation of plastics and turn it into something which is harmless. In other words, plastic waste can take centuries to decompose, and in the process, it could leak harmful chemicals into the soil. There is a silver lining though. Scientists are coming up with amazing solutions. Over the past 20 years, entrepreneurs, companies, and researchers have created a huge variety of biodegradable or compostable plastics substitutes. That's all I have to say now. Thank you for watching.
Thousands have lived without love, not one without water. These were the words of a British poet W. H. Auden.